Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr. Mwinga, specialist psychiatrist based in Mombasa Trade Center, 4th floor, room 11. Dr. Mwinga is involved in co-curricular activities, especially in matters of environment, because we live environment and health are one and the same thing. One influences the other. The environment influences your mental health. Your mental health influences your environment. I'd like to give a general discussion today about mental health, especially about brain. It's a discussion that is very interesting because mental health is one of the areas that are understood over the years. Historically, mental health has something to do with spiritual position. And the medieval in Europe, the institutes were mentally sick. The mentally sick were huddled together and locked up, most times beaten up to drive out the spirits from the unfortunate individuals. There was no hope. If you had mental health condition, then you are banished from the society, and there was no likelihood of you coming back as a sane person. Now, things changed around early 1950s when medications were discovered, in particular drug called Lactil. It changed everything. Suddenly, people realized that you actually get treated, you can be mentally sick, deranged, but treatment, you are able to go about your own life. Fortunately, even with the treatment, that there was still some proportion of mental sick that will not want treatment. So, in a nutshell, if you have 100 people who fall sick, mentally sick, 30% will do well, someone, 30% will be on a long-term treatment, and maybe 30% or so may degenerate to street people who do not respond to medical care. But by and large, majority of the patients, that is over 60-70%, will recover. Now, mental illness is a broad subject, broad term, but you can break it down and say there are 2 or 3 types of mental illnesses. One is the neurosis. The neurosis are the kind of mental conditions where the faculties are well maintained in terms of perception, in terms of the mind, the processing of the mind, in terms of feelings, they are well maintained. Whereas in psychosis, when you say somebody is psychotic, it means that particular person is out of touch with the reality. Being out of touch with the reality means that your senses are responding to different stimulus. Now, in a normal situation, one has to have a specific stimulus for him or her to get a specific perception. For example, sight. You see there is, because there is light that comes from that particular object to your eyes, and your eyes interpret it as an object. That is a normal situation. Same thing with the other senses. You are talking about the taste. You taste something because you have eaten. Smell. You smell because there is some smell to be smelled. Or there is hearing. You hear something because there is a stimulus. Something is making noise, so you hear. Or feelings. You have a feeling or some touches on your skin because there is a particular thing that is touching you. Now, in a psychosis, you may have these feelings or these responses without there being a specific stimulus. We call that hallucination. Now, when you have a hallucination, you're out of touch with the reality. You're living in your own world. I hope that makes a little bit some sense. It means, for example, you hear your name being called, and yet there's nobody calling you. You may even look around and see, hey, who is calling me? It tends to be so serious that you may actually start discussing with that person. He'll be talking, you are answering back. So people are wondering, what is this man talking? Who am I talking to? Or is she talking to? Because you have attention. We shall continue. Thank you.